Hi guys and welcome to Garage Reviews, and again happy new year for those of you that haven't seen my 50 Shades trailer reaction. So as I said guys, I had a very good break, but now it's time to get with the creating of the videos. So now first let's start with top 10 best movies of 2017, and I'm gonna have some honorable mentions, and of course I'm also gonna have some movies that you're probably going to think that they should be in the top 10 worst list, but as you know, I judge movies as I see them and I don't care about what other people think. I just care about how I felt when watching the movie. Did it entertain me, and overall did I even remember it? So how much I enjoyed a movie is going to vary as with every person, but there are really some movies here that you're definitely going to think that they are for the top 10 worst list, but it's my taste guys. So let's begin. Number 10. So number 10 guys, King Arthur Legend of the Sword. If you see what movies didn't make the mark, I don't know what you're gonna think, but yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It was, I think, at the beginning of the year. It felt like it was yesterday that I saw this. Pretty much enjoyed every minute of it. It surprised me a lot in some aspects. I enjoyed the special effects. I enjoyed the acting. I enjoyed everything in it. And I even enjoyed the climax. You can see my review of it. It's in the channel if you're interested. Number 9. Kingsman! Yeah, Kingsman. So what to tell you guys, I enjoyed this movie, but I do think that the first film was better in a lot of ways. So it was fun, I had a blast, but at the same time there's some moments or things that I didn't think that were very well thought through. So yeah, Kingsman is my number 9, and of course you can see in the review. Number 8. The Mummy. So The Mummy again is one of those movies that you're probably gonna think, why Gary, why this was total crap? Well, I do know that some of you actually enjoyed the movie, and for me it was fun through and through. Maybe kinda silly at moments, but I did enjoy it and I did get it. So some of the complaints about it I don't really understand, because I got the point of the movie, I understood what it was going for, and for me it was great fun. So yeah, The Mummy is here. Number 7. Okay guys, John Wick was one of the movies that I didn't get to see on the cinema, but I got to see it anyways, and I really loved it. Actually, I don't know, but maybe better than the first movie. So I had so much fun, I liked so many things. It surprised me the way that it ended. It was huge action, I couldn't take a breath the whole time. I was at the edge of my seat. So I enjoyed this movie, it was great, genuine fun. Number 6. The Fate of the Furious. I'm telling you guys, since The Rock joined, I really enjoyed Fast and the Furious franchise. Before this, when I was little actually, because wow, those movies went for a lot of years, I hated it. I hated its guts because it was silly, it was too like brawl style of a movie. There's some jokes that I really didn't like because they were so cliche in terms of bro interaction and all of that, and I was so over that. I hated those movies back then, but since The Rock joined, I really enjoyed every single one of them, and especially that one and the previous one, which was very sad, but I enjoyed this. It was awesome, and Charlize Theron as the villain just took my breath away. Number 5. Thor Ragnarok guys. So I don't know, but the only reason this is here before the rest of the movies is mostly because it's a superhero film and that is my favorite genre. Not that I didn't enjoy Thor Ragnarok. Again, you can see the review, although Thor Ragnarok, when I think about it, is just very silly, and although it has some great moments and of course great visuals, and some points really bad visuals in how Thor costume looks like. Some parts of it, the shoulder pad looks so plastic, it's ridiculous. Some other things that they really made a joke of, and Hela was so underused. So for me, Thor, the more I think of it, the more I find it, you can say, a joke in not a very good way, you know, to the character and to some of the other characters. I have a mixed feelings to this point of the movie, you can say, but overall it was fun. So it's still one of the best movies for me, despite its shortcomings that I do think that it has.
Number 4.
Logan. So I'm not personally a fan of super depressing movies. This movie here reminded me of the game The Last of Us. The interaction between, Logan and the little Wolverine here, it was lovely. And the whole movie, guys, it was really such high quality. It wasn't even like a superhero film to this point. Not that I want to say something bad about superhero movies. For me, they're just awesome, and we see so many great things achieved in cinema through the superhero genre, in my opinion. And again, here we see something super unique that I never really seen before, done the way that it was done. It's just so freaking sad. It is not my idea of entertainment, but it's just such a high quality. It's unbelievable, guys. It's unbelievable. But it's not my type of film. It's not what I prefer to see as a movie. I cannot deny that this is one of the best superhero movies ever made. It just is.
Number 3.
Now we have our top 3. Yay! So, Star Wars The Last Jedi. Unlike some people that grew up with original movies, since I am from the newer, generation, I prefer the newer movies. Yeah, don't kill me. I talked a lot about this before. Different generations, different perspectives. I have no idea how many times I have to say this, but I do get why the old movies are what they are and why they are held in such a high standard. But I really love the new movies. And again, Star Wars The Last Jedi had some minuses in execution and how some characters were handled, enraged some people, and I liked some of the things that enraged the other people. So I get it, but I prefer the vision of J.J. Abrams, so we'll see how he's gonna handle the third movie of the trilogy, of this new trilogy. I like some things more in this movie, and some things more I like from The Force Awakens. So The Force Awakens is still my most favorite Star Wars movie of all time. But definitely for this year, I would say Star Wars The Last Jedi. In visual presentation, execution, level of fun and engagement that I had with the movie, that the movie brought out of me, is definitely number 3 for this year.
Number 2.
Justice League. Oh gosh, the controversial movie, maybe one of the most controversial movies of 2017, of course, along with Star Wars. What to tell you guys, I love my DC universe. I love the Snyder vision of it, and this time it was mixed with Joss Whedon's vision, and I heard some of how the original movie might have been if Zack Snyder would have finished the movie, but of course we all know why this didn't happen, fortunately, and I don't know which version I'm gonna prefer. I usually don't have really a problem with Zack Snyder's vision to the DC universe and what he has done so far. I like it. I think that it's original view. It brings a different vibe and feel that's pretty unique only to the DC universe. So I personally never had a problem with him. But I feel also that some of the things that Joss Whedon did here were much needed. I just prefer that the movie was longer, and if the movie wasn't capped, so to speak, to those 2 hours, we would have got a lot better movie. But for me, this still is the number 2 movie of the year, and I do think that a lot of amazing moments were in the film. I don't want to get into spoiler, just again, you can watch my spoiler discussion and review, but just for me, guys, DC is very, very, very close to my heart, and the DC movies never fade out from my mind. I remember them vividly, and I never forget that I saw them, unlike the Marvel movies. So let's see who the heck took the number 1 place.
Number 1.
And number 1, guys, Wonder Woman. So Wonder Woman was definitely for me the best movie of 2017. It was kind of hard to think about that right away when I saw Justice League. I was kind of conflicted, like which one is the best for me, how I felt both movies, but overall have to be objective here, and Wonder Woman as a movie just done better than Justice League, and the vibe of it and everything about it, it's kind of what the DC universe needed, although again I don't really have a problem with Zack Snyder's vision, but Wonder Woman kind of brought at least what I felt from the animations and from what I know of Wonder Woman to be like, so I do think that Wonder Woman got it closer to what Wonder Woman should be, and it is. So as a pacing and overall feel, quality, visuals of the movie, storytelling, and how it hit me inside emotionally. Everything was very high quality. So Wonder Woman definitely the best movie for me of 2017, guys. And I really have to mention some movies that I've missed and they couldn't make the top 10. So number 11, Alien Covenant. I really love the movie despite what some other people might think, but I really loved it. Unlike Prometheus that I really hated to its guts, and it was illogical for me, and a lot of other things that just didn't make any sense and were not justified for me. So Alien Covenant mended all that. I really loved the movie. Then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I mean, how did not Guardians of the Galaxy made the list? Well, because it's silly and not in a good way, kind of like Thor Ragnarok, but I did enjoy it less and I can barely remember some of the things in it, which is not a good sign at all. Unlike the first movie, it's still here in the top 15, but it just fell out of the top 10. And Atomic Blonde number 13, a very good movie, not like John Wick. It was kind of more grittier, more drama-like, more kind of like an Oscar movie. Every hit that Charlize Theron got in this movie, I felt in my heart. It didn't feel good. It was just brutalizing people and it felt very real to some extent, but it did surprise me. I did enjoy it. So yeah, it is 100% deserving to be in some kind of a list of top whatever it is, best movies of 2017. Spider-Man Homecoming, like why the hell Spider-Man? Okay, it's not in the top 10. Well, again, it was a lovely movie, but didn't really do much for me. It was like fast food, came and went. That was it. It's still one of the best movies, still one of the best Spider-Man movies. It was executed very well. Some things were kind of boring. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man ever in my opinion, but it didn't make such an impact on me for me to actually put it in the top 10. And lastly, I have some other honorable mentions. Life with Jake Gyllenhaal, which was actually a super great movie. I enjoyed it. I was super anxious while watching it. I didn't know what's gonna happen. I was like, no, escape. It was so like Alien, and it managed to capture some of that magic from the old movies with aliens, and you really felt the threat and the fact that everybody's probably gonna die, and how they die is terrible. What happened surprised me at the end. It's like super awesome movie. If there's ever a sequel, I'm there. I just wanna see this. What could happen after how the movie ended. No spoilers, guys. If you haven't seen Live and you love the Alien franchise and movies of such sort, I really think that this is kind of like the old days when these movies were really interesting and you just get the chills at some point. So yeah, Live. The Hitman's Bodyguard. Really lovely comedy with Ryan Reynolds and Salma Hayek actually. Some super amazing funny moments. It was interesting, it kept my interest through the whole time. I was entertained, so a good movie, a good comedy, a good action cop type of a thing, so yeah. Rough Night, female comedy, very fun. I thought that it's gonna suck because the trailer was so ridiculously over the top and cliche and silly in a bad way, but actually the movie, all that you saw in the trailer actually works, so I enjoy this movie a lot. I do recommend it. It's a very fun popcorn movie, even for guys. Just fun movie. The Wall, that was with John Cena. You know that I love John Cena as an actor as well, and you can see that he's really amazing in this movie. He did a great job. Just a great job. It's just very small scale movie. The other actor from Kick-Ass, his name escapes me right now, he also did an amazing job. So yeah, if you like war movies, small scale but still kind of presents what the reality of such situation could be, you can definitely check it out. Last and definitely least favorite movie is King Kong. Kong Skull Island. It was fun, but it almost made the bad list, so yeah, it was fun, guys, really, but nothing like super special. It's not super bad or just bad, it's just you know, King Kong. I think they really did King Kong himself well as possible. They gave him a character, you can kind of relate to him and what he's going through. And the other animals that were very big that he fought, that they were pretty scary as hell. The little Easter eggs and what we got after the credits was pretty interesting. So I enjoyed King Kong overall, guys. So that is it really. Best movies of 2017. Let me know what you think in the comments. And of course, guys, we are a community here. You can share your own top 10 down below. If you like, I will read, of course, all the comments and reply to as much as possible. As always, you can check out my holiday video about how to get in shape during the holidays, which is always valid in any case, and my lovely stream with my dear friend Shinola, that is also an amazing Twitch streamer. So guys, that is it. Thank you. Until next time with Gary G Reviews.